Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in today's topic, it will be focusing on all the expecting mothers that are out there and they want to know the sex of their baby, and probably they want to know if the baby they are carrying is a baby princess. So in today's video, I'll be telling you all of those signs. If you haven't yet done an ultrasound and you're wondering, you're just curious, you want to know what is the sex of the baby I'm carrying, I'm going to be telling you some common signs that when you have these signs and symptoms, it means definitely you are carrying a little baby princess in you. So stay tuned. My name is Negra. If this is your first time watching me, don't forget to subscribe, turn on your notification bell, so if I drop a new video, definitely you will be the first to see. I love topics like this, so just keep watching and stay focused. Hi everyone, I know if you're watching this video now, you're probably wondering what is the sex of your baby. So like I said, most of these theories I'll be telling you, they haven't been scientifically proven. Some of them are all wife tales, some of them are just normal myth, but mostly when you tend to ask among women who actually had at the end of the day after doing their ultrasound or after they put to bed, when you ask them most of these things, they will tell you these are the kind of symptoms they experience, these are the things that they felt when they were pregnant for their baby little princess. So they'll be telling you all of these things. So most of the times if you ask among 50 ladies, like maybe 35 of them are going to tell you the same, like these are the symptoms they experience, these are the things they went through as they were pregnant for their baby princess. But most of the times what you have to understand is that science has debunked most of this theory, but we keep looking at them. They are all wife tales. I don't know how scientifically it can be proven right, because most of the times if you ask many women that have little princess or who gave birth to their baby or who gave birth to their daughters, they are going to tell you like this is what happened. Most of this myth, it tends to be true when you ask them. So let's just watch. If you're pregnant right now and you're probably wondering the gender of your baby and maybe you have not yet gone for ultrasound, this is a perfect video for you. Just watch, and at the end of the day, when you finally put to bed, you can then confirm below if you experience any of this sign or how your pregnancy period was like. Okay, so the first sign I'll be telling you is high morning sickness. For ladies who have both boys and girls, if you ask most of them, they will tell you like when they were pregnant for their daughters, their morning sickness was very mild, but for their boy, their morning sickness was so intense. I don't know for others, but if you find that there is an alteration or yours was different, you can equally comment below. Let's do the experiment together and see. But for majority of people, when you tend to ask them, their morning sickness was very mild when they were pregnant for their baby girls. So watch out. And then the second point I'll be discussing, it's the energy. For those that are pregnant for baby girl, they tend to have a lot of energy as compared to their boy child, for those that have both boys and girls. So many mothers that were pregnant for their baby boy, they will tell you like they were so weak, they were so lazy, they couldn't do anything. For my aunt, when she was pregnant for her baby girl, she was very energetic. She could do a lot of things as compared to the first baby who was a boy. So she was really so energetic. And I've also seen many people, my friends who were pregnant, they told me when it was the turn for their baby girls, they were so energetic as compared to their baby boys. So the third point I'll be telling you about is your craving for sweet. Most of the times you find many ladies saying this, like when I was pregnant for my baby girl, I love eating sweet things, I love eating chocolate, I love going out and buying candies. Each time I go to the grocery, I make sure I fill my cash with a lot of sweet things. So those are the things you find many mothers who were pregnant and those who have given birth to baby girls, they will tell you things that are very sweet. Their test buds are so going for very sweet things. But unlike for the mothers that were pregnant for baby boys, they will tell you like if you happen to ask them, they will tell you like when they were pregnant for their baby boys, they never loved to eat sweet things. So those are the difference. Please kindly comment below if for your own pregnancy your expectation or your experience was different, because it might still vary. You know, all of what I'm explaining here, they are just myths They are all wife tales. Most of these things have not been scientifically proven, but when you ask many people, they will tell you these are the symptoms, these are the things they experience. So the next I will be telling you when you are pregnant for a baby girl will be the position of your tummy. For people who are pregnant for a baby girl, their tummy is usually high up. Like when you look at the shape of the tummy, it's just like it's beneath their boobs, like beneath their breasts. But when you are carrying a baby boy, it's like the tummy, it's down, it's falling down towards your pelvic area. So I don't know, for those that have given birth to both boys and girls, please kindly comment below. You can also look at some of your maternity pictures. Look at the shape of your tummy. Was it right down? Was it like hanging right up just beneath your boob? So all of that is going to tell. Mostly for those that are carrying little princess, definitely their tummy is usually raised up, like just beneath their boob. So those are some of the difference. And also the next one I'll be talking about is mood swing. These tend to happen a lot among women who are pregnant for baby girls. Most of the times your neighbors and the people around you, they can tell from your attitude, from the rate at which you have mood swing. They can equally tell. Just looking at a pregnant lady, they will tell you like, no, I know this lady, definitely she's carrying a baby girl. That's why she's behaving like this, because we tend to have a lot of mood swing. I don't know. And also so emotional. It's always the case. Like when a woman gets angry, this minute she's happy, the next minute she's not. The people around her, even the husband, will even tell, I know you are going to give me a baby girl, without seeing the ultrasound. So those are the things that people around are always considering. And also if you compare that with for a lady that has had both a boy and a girl, if you compare that, you discover your mood swing for your boys were different as compared to that of your girls. So comment below and tell me, how was your mood swing? Were you always having this inconsistent mood swing? At one moment you're a little bit happy, and another moment you're angry, and another moment your attitude just keep changing? Kindly comment below, let's know. If you are carrying a baby princess, definitely you have a lot of mood swing. So we had that a lot, especially in our community. When you find a lady who is pregnant and the next minute you want to talk to her, she's angry, or maybe the next minute she's happy, the next minute she's very moody, the people around will automatically consider this lady is carrying a female child. So those are always the things they are saying. When I was still growing up, when I was very small, those are the things people always say. And I'll tend to ask my mom, why will you say this lady is carrying a baby girl? She will say, can't you see her attitude? She's not smiling. The next minute she's very angry, the next minute she's very happy, the next minute you don't even know how she's going to react. So this particular characteristics has been happening a lot. So please kindly comment below if this is how you felt, if these are the symptoms you experienced when you are carrying your baby girl. The next point I'll be talking about that many people tend to notice around you is the texture of your skin. When you're pregnant for a baby girl, you tend to glow a lot, and most of the times our mothers and midwives, they will just say, no, I know the way this lady, the way you are shining throughout this your pregnancy, definitely you are carrying a baby girl. And most of the times many people, they consider like if you during your pregnancy you look so dull, your complexion has changed and your body is very dry, they consider that like you are carrying a baby boy. So I don't know, kindly comment below if during your pregnancy you were glowing, you were shining, your complexion got changed positively. Please tell me, was the baby a baby girl or a baby girl? So kindly comment below so we can know. But for most instant, I know for people who are carrying a baby girl, they tend to glow, their body tends to be so soft and is shining. And for those that are carrying a baby boy, they tend to be looking dull, moody, at times even it comes with a lot of acne on their face. So but for some people it might be different. So these are some of the myths that many people tend to see, especially around the community. These two factors, the nature of your body and also your attitude, your mood swings. So people tend to notice those two characteristics a lot, and they will start talking. They will even know the sex of your child even before you give birth to that child. So the next factor I'll be talking about is the heartbeat. For the girl child, the heartbeat is always higher, but for the boy child, most of the times when you doctor's appointment or doctor's visit, you discover for the baby girl it's usually higher, but that of the baby boy is usually lower. So kindly tell me, you can go back, you check your visits, your gynecologist visit, and you can also compare the heartbeat. So just check and let us know. Please guys, kindly comment below, so from the comments we will know which one is actually correct, okay? Because all of these, they are just myth and stories that people are telling, but most at times from the conclusion, if you happen to ask many people, they will tell you these are the things they experienced when they were pregnant for baby girl. And the next factor I'll be talking about is your hair. Many people, when they are pregnant for a baby girl, their hair tend to be dull, and the front part of their hair is going to trim off or fall off on their own. And most of the times, this front part of their hair is going to stop growing. So I don't know for others if this is what they experience. My friend that I was living with, she had this experience when she was pregnant for a baby girl. Like, she lost her hair completely in front, until it got me wondering, like, babe, what is happening to you like this? Before she told me that's always the case. So please, if you're pregnant for a baby girl and you experience this, like your hair was weaker and maybe it was falling off, or maybe not growing as it usually used to grow, or the front part also was falling off, so kindly comment below, because I know many people pregnant with a baby girl, they always experience this, and most of the times, in most cases, they tend to recover from it, or their hair actually starts growing normally when they put to bed. That's when they regain back their hair and everything will be growing normally. But in the case of a baby boy, you hardly experience this. Your hair will be very strong, growing normally, and nothing is going to happen. Most of it is not going to fall off. It's going to look as if nothing happened. But in the case of a baby girl, it's always so different. I've had this, many of my friends experiencing this. The last person I was with who gave birth to a baby girl also had this issue. Even right up to now, even after she put to bed, she still had the issue. The front part of her face, all her hair had completely fallen off. So hers was so drastic. I don't know. Please kindly comment below if this is what you experienced when you were pregnant. For Team Pink, kindly comment below. So another point is your stress level. So when you are very stressed, there is a high probability that you are carrying a baby girl. Most at times, for most people, it always turn out to be a baby girl. So your stress level also plays a lot of role in it. For people who are always very stressed, and most at times also, some people or some studies, some people will say if you were stressed before getting pregnant, there is a high chance that definitely the baby is going to be a girl. You know, the stress hormone is the cortisol. So if you are stressed, the cortisol level in your blood will be high. So for some people, they tend to say if you are stressed and you want to have a baby, definitely there is a high chance that baby will be a girl. But since this has not been scientifically proven, like I said before I started this topic, most of it, these are just myths that people believe. With all of this sign, it means you are probably having a baby girl. So kindly comment below if when you were pregnant for your baby girl, you were experiencing a lot of stress. So another factor I'll be talking about is the size of your boobs. So for some people, their left breast will become bigger than their right breast. So when your left breast is bigger and more sensitive and becoming more juicy, meaning definitely you are pregnant for a baby girl, as most people will say. But most of the times, the other breast will be looking smaller, which means it's for a baby boy. So these are some of the signs you can easily tell if a lady is pregnant for a baby girl or a baby boy. The next factor I'll be talking about is your craving for food. Most of the times when you're pregnant for a baby girl, you tend to crave to eat food a lot. Like, you love to eat sweet things, you want to eat, you feel like eating fruit, you always feel like eating a lot. In my community, they will always say, like, when they are sharing food or when someone is done cooking and they want to dish food, they'll say, okay, that's for the pregnant lady, make sure you give her more because definitely she's going to eat a lot, or make sure you reserve some for her because after some time she's going to be hungry and she'll want to eat more. So when you're pregnant for a baby girl, most of the times you feel like always eating, you feel that craving, you want to always be eating, especially the craving for sweet things. The next point I'll be talking about is regarding your linea nigra. This linea nigra is a very dark black line that comes across your stomach for someone who is pregnant. If you look at your stomach, if you're pregnant, you are going to see a very dark line there. That is what is known as the linea nigra. So if you're pregnant for a baby girl, that line is going to start from the bottom of your tummy right up to the belly button of your tummy. It's not going to go above that belly button. But in case you are pregnant for a baby boy, that line is going to start from the bottom of your tummy right through above your belly button, coming right up. So you are going to see the dark line across. That is the case for a baby boy. So most people tend to use this line as a means to determine, like, okay, it's if the line is from the bottom to my belly button, it's showing probably I'm going to have a baby girl. So these are all myths, like I said. So the next on my list I'll be talking about is the side in which you lie down when you want to sleep. For those that are pregnant for baby girl, they love to lie down when they want to sleep, mostly on their right side. You know, for women, when you are pregnant, it's difficult for you to either sleep with your back. It's not, first of all, always advisable. So it's always advisable to sleep sideward. So but when you are pregnant for a baby girl, most of the times you always choose the right side, and when you're pregnant for a baby boy, you always go to the left side. So I don't know, for those that have given birth to both a boy and a girl, please kindly comment below so we can easily tell. There is another point people are talking about. They will tell you your pubes are going to dilate or they might not dilate. So it dilating is showing that you are giving birth to a baby boy. If you look at the mirror, like you stand in front of the mirror like for 2 minutes and your pubes they don't dilate, meaning you are definitely going to give birth to a baby girl. For all the expecting mothers, please kindly go to the mirror and look through. Let's see if your pubes are going to dilate or they are not going to dilate. And you can kindly comment below to tell us if this myth is true. Then the next I'll be telling you about is the color of your urine. Some people say when you are pregnant with a baby girl, the color of your urine will be lighter. Some people will say for a baby boy, the color of your urine will be thicker. But I doubt if people really pay this close attention to these things. So for that, I don't really know. But these are some of the myths out there, that when you have your urine color, it's lighter, meaning you're pregnant for a baby girl. And when your urine sample, it's darker, it's equally showing you are carrying a baby boy. For those that are still expecting, please kindly check. Let's see if this myth is also true by commenting below after doing that. Next point I'll be talking about is your scent. The scent of smell, your scent for smell. A clove of garlic is usually having a very strong smell. So people always think, or people always say, if you're pregnant for a baby girl and you eat a clove of garlic, you are not going to get that strong smell from it. But in case you are pregnant for a baby boy, you are going to get, you will not be able to even withstand the scent from a clove of garlic. And also for people who are pregnant for a baby girl, the rate at which they can perceive smell is very low as compared to those that are pregnant for a baby boy. Those that are pregnant for a baby boy, before you even start cooking, before something passes by, they can already perceive the smell. So that is the case. All the expecting mothers, kindly tell us if when you are pregnant for a baby girl, you can easily perceive smell as compared to when you were pregnant for a baby boy. The last one on my list is dream. When you are pregnant for a baby girl, you tend to have the opposite dream. There is this old wife tale. People would say, like, if you are dreaming about having a baby boy, definitely you are going to have a baby girl. I don't know if this is really true, but people like to talk about regarding these dreams and the rest. So among all of these myths, please, if you are expecting a baby boy or a baby girl, kindly comment below if you experience this during your pregnancy for a baby girl or a baby boy. Or for those that are still expecting, kindly comment below if that is what you are experiencing right now. So most of these myths, they haven't been scientifically proven. So these are just normal old wives theories or wife tales, and what also many people are saying around. And also I want to wish all those that are currently pregnant now, I'm wishing you a smooth pregnancy and also a successful delivery. I wish you all the best, and don't forget to like, subscribe and turn on your notification bell, so if I drop a new video, definitely you will be the first to see. Love you all, and ciao. Team ping, team ping, team ping. Ciao.